What is up, guys? Okay, so we have some leaks for Battlefield 6 Battle Royale mode from a very credible data miner called Temporeal. Stuff he's leaked in the past has just been nothing but truth, and he's very credible amongst the Battlefield community. We're going to get into the leaks right away. If you do like the video, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that stuff. Let's get into it, okay? So here is the leaks. Here's the list of leaks that we've got. There's quite a few of them, but these are like the main ones, okay? And these are the ones that relate to the Battle Royale, which we're focusing on today in the video, all right? So the first leak is pretty huge, if you ask me. It's vehicle keycards. Vehicles in Battle Royales is something that I think that no other Battle Royale has been brave enough to really try since Battlefield Firestorm, right? Battlefield Firestorm was the last Battle Royale to do this, really, and it looks like they're doing it again in a similar way. So you can loot or find vehicle keycards. I'm assuming you go to like a bunker or something like that where the vehicle's kept. You open it and then you get the vehicle, probably generated at random, tank, jeep with turrets on it, stuff like that. Okay, so something that can give you the edge in the fight. My worry is that the vehicles will be overpowered. They have to balance this. They have to get it right. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit of a shit show from day one. But if they make the back armor of the tanks weak and make sure that like the things to take out tanks aren't too hard to find, maybe the class maybe the class system is going to carry over into the battle royale. We don't know. So then you can have a guy in your team that's the anti-tank guy. But then again, if he dies and you come across a tank, you're in trouble. But I think vehicles is something that needs to be in the battle royale, especially with the scale of the maps potentially. But they got to get it right, and they got to make sure they don't overpower these vehicles and make them like a game-breaking thing, right? Otherwise, it's going to be a race to get the vehicles rather than be a battle royale sort of vibe. It's going to be a race to get the key cards, get the tank, get the win, etc. Okay. Next on the list is the custom weapon drops. So this isn't loadout drops, just to be clear. It's been confirmed. It's not like a crate that drops, you grab it and you become a super soldier with all your perks and all your field upgrades and all your best weapons. It's just drops. So like now and again, drops drop into the map and they'll have your custom weapon in it, like one of your custom weapons, not just like your entire loadout, which I think is great. I think loadouts is one of the reasons why Warzone's dying off. It just became too focused on the loadouts. And I know that's quite ironic, because I used to make so many weapon build videos and stuff, but that's just the way it is. I'm just being honest here. It became more about getting your loadout than looting and trying to find the stuff to give you the edge in the battle, trying to win the fight with what you've got, what you found. So I think custom weapon drops is a good balance there. If they took them out completely, to be honest, and made it just like drop loot like they did in Blackout, I would also be happy with that. But custom weapon drops, I think, is pretty good balance to have for the balance of the whole game, Field upgrades are earned in game by doing missions. Okay, so I imagine it's going to be a lot like doing a bounty in Warzone or doing like a recon in Warzone, and then when you do these missions, these in-game missions, you get your field upgrades. So you'll be able to have those. So you can still earn your field upgrades if you don't get your custom weapons. I think that's a cool balance. Again, not really. I don't really think it's that like necessary. You could just loot things and find the gear, but if that's a way to earn them, that's cool. If that's what they're going with, I'm open to it. I don't think it's going to be ruin the game or anything, so pretty happy with that. Free respawn shortly after infill, after dropping in. I'm not a fan of this because I think one of the reasons battle royales are awesome is the risk of dying, picking where you drop, especially with the oversight mechanic further down the list, which we're going to talk about. I don't think it's necessary to have a free respawn for the person who drops in and dies right away. I mean, back in the Blackout days, it was a nightmare. If you died early, there was no way to get back, and you'd have to watch your buddies. It was so boring. But that's battle royales, right? That's the risk of it. So I think maybe the free respawn's a bit of a makes it a bit soft, makes it a bit easy. But again, if it's only after you first drop in, once the game goes on, it's not going to be an issue, right? As long as they keep it to that first drop back in, yeah. Don't bring it back into the later on in the game, because if we need to stay away from this whole Rebirth Island vibe where you can just come back in as many times as you want, because it's just not a battle royale anymore. Yeah. I think personally, I think the only way you should be able to get back into the game is get your buddy's dog tags off his corpse or off his dead body, and get them to like a respawn thing, you know, to activate, like Fortnite and Apex do. I think that's the best way to have respawns in battle royales if you're going to have them. Bringing teammates, which moves us on to the next bit, bringing teammates back with respawn points. So in Battlefield 6's Battle Royale, apparently, you earn respawn points by getting kills, looting, and just doing things like completing missions in the game. So you get respawn points, and then once you have enough respawn points, you can get your teammate back. They haven't confirmed how. You probably got to go to like a console somewhere or like a computer to get them back. But I think that's their own take on getting teammates back, which is cool. You know, they're not just taking, like I said, Fortnite's mechanic, Apex's mechanic with the tags. They're doing it with points. Fine, we'll see how it goes. But I think they should be prepared to change that if it doesn't work out. You know, like, it depends how easy it is to earn the points. They should make it quite difficult to earn the points. Is my point of view. I think making it difficult to get teammates back in a battle royale is cool. It makes the buyback more epic as well, right? It makes it more of a huge play when your buddy gets you back. It like buying your teammate back is just expected nowadays in battle royales. I just don't think it's good. The Firestorm is back. So they've confirmed that it's the same as Battlefield Firestorm, with the flames coming in, and the flames will destroy every single thing it touches. So you got to stay away from it. If I remember correctly, in Firestorm, you died pretty much instantly if you got into the fire, which is how the gas should be in a battle royale. Okay, it's how it should be. We can't have people like running in the gas and like flanking through the gas and these big brain gas plays, which just not. It just sucks. Okay, it sucks. Go away. If you get caught in the gas, you're dead. That's how it should be, and it looks like that's how it's gonna be. The oversight mechanic, okay, we're going to talk about this now. So they are bringing in something called the oversight mechanic, and it's specifically for dead teammates. So when you're dead in Battlefield 6 Battle Royale, you can still operate drones, turrets. They haven't confirmed how exactly. Maybe there's an automated turret your team can throw down, and then your dead teammate operates that. That'd be cool. You can operate drones, turrets, and like oversight stuff to help your teammates. Was it Battlefield before where you had a guy in the squad that like just oversaw the battlefield and pinged stuff out for you and stuff? I think there was one, Battlefield 4 or something. Let me know in the comments, guys, because I'm blanking on that. But it's kind of like that, right? There's a guy in your down teammate becomes that person, and they can give you call outs, and they can operate the turrets and drone support, things like that. And I think that's a good way of keeping your dead teammates in the fight, keeping them in the game, which is why I think we don't need the free respawns, and maybe not. We don't even need bringing teammates back. But if they make bringing teammates back hard, that means your dead teammates have still got something to do. They're still playing a part. They could still even like be the hero of the fucking game, right? They could save the game with like their call outs or a kill with a turret or something like that. So the oversight mechanic, I'm really interested to see more of it. I'm glad it's in the game. When I saw what it's going to be, I was like, I'll take that. It's new, it's fresh, and I think that could be really good and make some really, really, really good moments for squads in the battle royale. So those are the main things we've got here. Okay, and like I said, these are from a pretty reliable source. Temporeal, I think his name is. He's done this stuff before in the past, and it's all turned to be true. At the end, I've put here, could this be the Call of Duty killer? Now, over the last few years, people just have been calling any game that comes out the COD killer, like X-Defiant, just crap. They called, Splitgate, they said was going to kill COD, didn't. The finals, all these games, everyone's just like, oh, it's the COD killer, it's the COD killer. And you can just see from the start that it's not. If you just take a step back, calm down your bias, you can see that it wasn't going to happen. But I think Battlefield come along with this. They timed the release right. They dropped this game finished and just well done, well polished, not like Battlefield 2042 was, with the Battle Royale. Okay, don't make everybody wait for the Battle Royale. If you are going to make everybody wait for the Battle Royale, make it like a week or two max. But with the Battle Royale, and they do the Battle Royale right, they learn from the mistakes that all the other Battle Royales have been making, which have resulted in them just dying off. They could absolutely kill Call of Duty off here. They absolutely could. It's Battlefield's the only real shooter really that's really ever competed with Call of Duty. Gears of War maybe back in the day, in Halo. but they had not for a long time, right? I think Battlefield 6 could take over here as the big boy, the shooter in the game that everyone goes to. And if you have the multiplayer, polished, building destruction, vehicles, the awesome moments. Battlefield maps have always been great. You know, most Battlefield maps, I can't think right now off the top of my head of a bad Battlefield map. You know what I mean? Like there's a few in COD I can think of, like the one with the bridge with all the cars that broke up, and you know, there's a bunch. But with Battlefield, their maps designs have always been like top tier. So we get the multiplayer mode with Conquest and Rush and all this epic stuff, right? All the great Battlefield things, bring them back. And then on the side, you've got the Battle Royale for the guys like me that like to jump between and, you know, get a bit bored of just playing multiplayer over and over again. And then I don't know how they're going to link like the progression with you unlocking stuff in multiplayer and taking it to Battle Royale, but that's what you need. You know what I mean? Like, because it also encourages people who are purely Battle Royale players to go over to the multiplayer, try it, play it, to earn this weapon, earn this attachment, whatever. We don't want to go too far in that direction like Call of Duty did, you know, with the fucking just so many attachments and things. It's just a nightmare. But they've got a chance here. They've got a chance, and COD is there for the taking. And someone told me the other day that Apex is dying off. I don't know how true that is. Let me know if I'm wrong about that. You know, Gears and Halo already pretty dead, but I know Gears of War's coming back, but it's not doing what, it's not going to compete with this. It's not going to have a battle royale, you know. Gears will be its own thing. I know Halo got a new game coming, but what are they going to do? Like, honestly, really, if Battlefield come out now and they release first, they could kill off COD. They could kill off everything. They could just dominate the first person shooter genre for God knows how long, for a very long time. I know Call of Duty are looking at Blackout 2. I think they're just absolutely grasping right now, and they're going back to Blackout 2 because people are loud about it, I guess. I don't think Blackout 2 is going to be the one. I could be wrong, but I think this is going to be it. I think Battlefield 6, if they do it right, there's so many ifs. There's so many ifs, and I know that. I know I'm not getting too excited about this, but it could be it. And apparently it could be dropping this year now as well. They could be pushing the release. Please don't push the release and drop a game like you did with 2042. It was a nightmare. But yeah, let me know what you think of all these things, guys. This list here. Let me know what you think of each one in the comment section. Let me know if you think Battlefield could take the spot off Call of Duty, could take the mantle, could kill it off. Let me know if you want a Battle Royale. I know a lot of people don't. And I will see you for the next video. And thanks for watching. Take care, guys.